Tell me a story.
These boys in blue have trouble following the rules. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our top 10 favorite dirty movie cops. Number 10, Captain Hank Quinlan, Touch of Evil. Kicking off our list is the film noir-era detective who serves as one of cinema's earliest and finest examples of badge abuse.
I didn't recognize you. You should lay off those candy bars.
It's either the candy or the hooch. I must say, I wish it was your chili I was getting fat on.
Played by screen legend Orson Welles, this despicable detective fakes evidence to land convictions under the assumption that his suspects are always guilty anyway. He's not always wrong, so we guess that's statistically sound? Number 9, Officer Gary Figgis, Copland. In this film, dirty NYPD officers run a New Jersey suburb like their own private playground. Ray Liotta's conflicted dirty cop Figgis is the most interesting member of this group. This self-interested drunk spends the entire movie aggressively rationalizing his actions before ultimately redeeming himself by helping Sylvester Stallone clean up the town. Number 8, Detective Sergeant Nico Toscani, Above the Law. It sometimes takes a cop who plays dirty to bust the corrupt ones. As a Chicago detective, Steven Seagal is one of the good guys on the inside, but he breaks all the rules to get his job done. He performs extra brutal interrogations, assaults suspects, shows off spectacular martial arts moves, and makes it cool to run like a girl. If you ask us, the dirtiest thing about him are his nasty one-liners.
What I'd like to do, for the way you've treated me, is treat you in a similar fashion. I'd like you to get up and run your ass over there and jump in the lake for me. And if you don't hurry, I'm gonna empty this gun in your butt. Move it, Agent Neely!
Number 7, Captain McCluskey, The Godfather. After 20 years of honest work on the force, this tough Irish cop gives in to easy money and begins accepting bribes. As police captain, he uses his power when and how it suits him, going so far as to clear criminal records, protect a drug dealer, and assist the mob by misdirecting his men. McCluskey basks in the safety he has afforded thanks to the American Mafia's policy to never harm a policeman. But don't worry, it doesn't do him any good in the end. Number 6, Dennis Peck, Internal Affairs. Don't judge a book by its cover because you just might miss a dirty cop. Peck excels at hiding his true nature under the guise of a devoted father and LAPD role model. But he turns out to be a memorably amoral, deceivingly handsome monster and womanizer who plants weapons on innocent suspects, regularly uses mind games to manipulate his fellow officers, and sleeps with his partner's wife.
Would you clean yourself up with that? Yeah, clean yourself up. That's right.
Number 5, Detective Alonzo Harris, Training Day. Denzel is incapable of delivering an uncharismatic performance, and this corrupt LAPD vet is no exception. Harris is responsible for showing an idealistic rookie the ropes on his first day, and what this immoral narcotics officer presents to his pupil is a skewed interpretation of brutal inner-city life. He forces this green cop to partake in minor crimes before the student turns on the master and decides to take out the trash.
You do have a dick, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, your dick lines up straight like that, right? To the right of it and to the left of it are pockets, right? In those pockets are money. Look in either one of them, pay the bill.
Number 4, Norman Stansfield, Léon the Professional. Gary Oldman's Stansfield is beyond corrupt. He's a pill-popping sociopath and murderer who just happens to wear a DEA badge. His hobbies include gunning down an entire family, yes, kids too, while listening to classical music and acting completely unhinged and unpredictable.
Come on.
Why don't you leave him alone?
He said, go back inside.
Just watch him work. He is easily one of the most terrifying crooked cops ever put to film.
Bring me everyone.
What do you mean, everyone?
Everyone!
Number 3, Staff Sergeant Colin Sullivan, The Departed. As a mole in the Boston State Police Department, this dirty cop protects a ruthless Irish mob boss whom he looks to as a father figure. Expertly portrayed by Matt Damon, Sullivan is super intelligent and uses his smarts to rise through the ranks and infiltrate the Special Investigations Unit. This is a complex, cunning, and ruthless character, especially when he discovers the FBI has a mole as well.
I hope I won't have to remind you that if you don't find that cheese-eating rat bastard in your department, most likely it won't be me who suffers for it.
Now, why would you have to remind me of that?
Number 2, The Lieutenant, Bad Lieutenant. The title says it all. Harvey Keitel's nameless policeman is the kind of filth who is motivated by heroin and crack addictions, to the point where he steals drugs off dead bodies. He has no problem waving guns at women, gambling on the job, and using his badge as a carte blanche to do whatever he wants. But he has limits. What could they possibly be? Raping nuns. That makes him sick.
How could you forgive these these guys? Excuse me.
Number 1, Harry Callahan, Dirty Harry.
I know what you're thinking, punk.
Taking the top spot on our list is the tough and streetwise San Francisco homicide inspector who single-handedly unpopularized Hollywood's obsession with pure movie heroes. While Harry isn't corrupt, he earns the dirty title for his complete and utter disregard of the rules.
Now you know why they call me Dirty Harry.
With his trusty Smith & Wesson Model 29 in tow, Harry forgoes warrants, intimidates suspects, growls, and kills most of the punks he meets.
You could ask yourself a question. Do I feel lucky? Well, do you, punk?
Do you agree with our list?
You seem quite happy with that result.
Who's your favorite dirty movie cop? For more great top 10s, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Go to lunch! The case is closed! Everybody get the out of here! Get out of here! The case is closed!